My name is Jim Thomas, and welcome to the Fitness Management Update. Our topic today is keep your gym looking professional, fresh, and modern. Now, one of the keys to long-term success in the fitness industry is you want to keep your gym, your fitness center, looking as good today as it did the day that it first opened. And want to give you some tips on how you can do that. Number one is you want to establish an ongoing budget for improvements. Keep your club, up to date, keep it current, keep changing things. A lot of clubs, they'll use such things as, a club enhancement fee assessment on an annual basis to help fund this, for their gym. If you're not familiar with club enhancement, feel free to give me a call, 800-929-2898, or you can email me, jthomas@fmconsulting.net. Happy to chat with you about how you can use that. But get an ongoing budget, set aside for improvements. Old equipment, you want this to be upgraded, to the latest generation of equipment available. The fitness industry and your clients, they're going to gravitate to what's the newest, what's the latest, what's the trendiest, much like the restaurant business might be, much like the nightclub business might be. So, make sure that you've got the latest and greatest. And of course, you're going to have to be making sales and producing revenues, to do all this. Give you a quick example is we had a client recently that actually had a lot of old equipment that they had actually maintained very well, and they were trying to save some money as they were, going to be putting in new equipment and doing some improvements. And one of the things that we did is we created an area in the gym. We simply called it Vintage Fitness, and so we put a nice fancy title on it. It was good quality equipment, just old, but we called it vintage, and it did satisfy a certain population of the club that did still want that, but it was in great shape and great condition. Next is make sure you're touching up and you're painting walls and maintenance and repair of equipment and all this. Make sure this is ongoing. I walk into so many clubs that don't do a daily inspection. Get in the habit of doing that morning inspection every day and look at your gym with a critical eye of how this should look. Because again, you want to keep your gym looking as new and as fresh and as modern and as professional today as the day that it first opened. And don't procrastinate on your maintenance. Don't do shoddy repairs. Get this done quickly, get it done effectively, do it right. Okay. You keep your club looking like this and you keep maintaining it and you keep it new like this, this is going to help ensure, your long-term success in this industry. My name is Jim Thomas, and this has been the Fitness Management Update.